really excited about today's story because I don't know anything about it. I don't know what today's story is going to be. Inside this bag are a whole lot of objects. Now, I don't know what they are. My family have put these objects in a bag for me, and they would like me to tell a story to you guys using the objects in this bag. I don't know what the story's going to be about because I don't know what's in the bag, but shall we have a go? Okay, I'm going to open the bag and see what I bring out first. Okay. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once upon a time, there was a puppy. A puppy called Frank. And Frank the puppy was a very, very nosy little puppy. Very interested in everything all the time. He sniffed and sniffed when he was out and about. And one day, Frank the puppy decided he was going to take himself for an explore around the new den that the children in his family had built. The children in my family built this den this morning, so we can make that part of our story too. So Frank the puppy was inside the house and he was exploring the den, sniffing and climbing up. And oh, he nearly fell. Oh, don't go up on the roof, Frank the puppy. So Frank the puppy knew he wasn't supposed to be climbing on the furniture, so he knew he was being a little bit naughty. But one of the things he found was a big bag. And he sniffed and sniffed and sniffed inside the bag. It didn't smell like food. He thought, why on earth is there a big bag of stuff? So he buried his nose inside the bag and sniffed some more. Ruff, ruff, no food in here. Ruff, ruff, no food in here. Well, what is in there, Frank? I don't know, he said. I don't know. And he went in and had a good look round. And when he came out, Frank the puppy found, what's coming next? A beautiful flower. Oh, it smells absolutely gorgeous. Pew! Poor puppy, poor Frank. I think he might have hay fever. Pew! This poor flower was making him sneeze so much. Oh dear, Frank. Do you think maybe we should put the flower over? Okay, so we'll put the flower over here. How are you feeling now, Frank? A little bit better, a little bit better. Okay, great. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, Frank. Do you know what? I think this story might be about trying to find out how Frank can get rid of those sneezes. Okay, so Frank decided he was fed up of having hay fever sneezes from sniffing that beautiful flower. He feels very sad. Look, his little tail all drooped down. Oh, and his ears have gone down and he looks very sad, poor Frank. So I think we're going to need to help him. Okay, so Frank set about trying to find things to cure his sneezes. Hep-pew, hep-pew, hep-pew. Oh, Frank, oh dear. First, Frank looked in the kitchen. Not much in the kitchen of the house. Then he decided to go off and look in the bathroom. Now, the only thing that Frank knew that he was allowed to play with in the bathroom was the bath and the flannel. And that wasn't going to help him, except he did wipe his nose on the flannel. Ew, yuck. I hope the children don't use that to wipe their faces. Dog snot. Oh, dear. And then Frank had a great idea. Maybe there was something else in the bag that might be able to help him. So he went back into the living room and stuck his nose in the bag and found... What did you find this time, Frank? Frank found a set of keys. Frank, what are the keys for? Hello? Oh, you don't know what the keys are for? Okay, well, let's have a look. Oh, there's oh, look. There's a front door key. Frank, how bad are your sneezes? Really bad. Really bad. Oh dear. When are your family going to be back? Not for a long time. They've gone to work. Not for a long, long time. Have you? I think maybe it might be all right for you to unlock the front door. So Frank put the key in the lock and he turned the key and the door flew open. Oh, wow! Frank was a very happy doggy. He was sniffing and barking and woofing and wagging his wonderful swaggy tail. Oh, don't lose the keys, Frank. Oh, no. Don't lose the keys. You'll need to have them back for later. Okay, so Frank decided, I'm going to try and see if we can put them on Frank's ear so he doesn't lose them. What a fancy earring you've got, Frank. There we go. There we go. So off Frank went, looking for the cure for those horrible sneezes, poor chap. Oh, no. So he looked under the bushes and he looked up as far as he could reach up his paws in the trees, and he sniffed around in the grass, and still no cure for those sneezes. Oh dear. Oh, Frank, you're not having much luck. What are you going to do? Okay. This time, Frank found a balloon. Now, Frank didn't really know what balloons were, and he held on to it very, very carefully in his teeth. And the next thing Frank knew, he was floating. The balloon had taken him up, 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 up in the sky. Oh, let's talk about this. I don't know. It's sort of. Oh, look what I can see. It's very exciting. I can see down on the ground. I can see my house. I can see the cars. I can see the park. Whoa, I love the park. I love the park. And the balloon took Frank higher and higher and higher until, let's see what else comes in the story. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Frank flew over the rainbow. Well, I know that magical things can sometimes happen when you fly over the rainbow. There's the rainbow in the sky, and Frank has flown over the rainbow and down on the other side. Okay, now let's see, does the balloon stay still? Yes, he can park the balloon, that's okay. He'll keep the balloon nice and safely. I'll put it up here so that we can all remember it's still in the story. Okay, Frank. And I'll put the rainbow, see if I can rest the rainbow up here. There we go, that's still in the story too. Now Frank was in a different part of the world. He had used his imagination and he'd flown over the rainbow, but he still wasn't sure how to fix those sneezes, poor old Frank. Let's see if there's anything else in the bag that will help him. Maybe he finds something in this wonderful new magical land over the rainbow. Let's see what's in. Oh, well, just luckily, in the land over the rainbow, the dog, Frank, met the frog called Paul. Okay, so stop barking. Stop barking. You're hurting my ears. Sorry, said Frank. Sorry, said Frank the dog. You're a frog, right? Said Frank the dog. I am. Yes, I am. Why have you got a crown on your head? Because I'm a prince. I'm a frog prince. Well, does that mean that you're a prince in disguise as a frog, or does that mean that you are the prince of the frogs? It means I'm the prince of the frogs. I'm the prince of all the frogs because I know things and I'm clever and I'm magical and brilliant. Wow, you might be the one I need then. Do you know how to cure sneezes? I might, said the frog. Well, could you decide whether you do or you don't quite quickly, because I'm getting fed up of all these sneezes. Okay, I'll go and see what I can find, see if I can help you, said Paul the Frog. And Paul the Frog disappeared inside a cave, which we can say is the bag. And let's see what Paul the Frog pulls out of the bag. Paul the Frog pulled out a candle. Okay, well, there we go, there's a lit candle. How's that going to help me? Said Frank the dog. Well, said the frog, what you need to do is you need to think very hard about things you really like. Okay, I like topics, and I like biscuits, and I like walks, and I like I like having my tummy rubbed. I like tickles on my tummy. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Tickles on my... Hey, focus. Concentrate. Said Paul the Frog. Said Frank the Frog. Paul the Frog. Paul the Frog. That's right. I'm sorry. I got confused. You forgot my name. I forgot your name. Oh dear. Never mind. Okay. So, you like all those things. Excellent. That's good. Now, you need to think really hard about all those things. And did you notice that all the time you weren't sneezing? You're right, said Frank the dog. When I was thinking of all those things I like to play with and the things I like to do, like chasing my tail, round, down, round, down, round, down, round, round, chasing my tail. Concentrate, said Paul the Frog. Oh, yes, sorry, concentrate, yes. When I was thinking, I didn't sneeze. I'm not sneezing. The sneezes have gone. Oh, that's so brilliant. Oh, Paul the Frog, you're amazing. I think you might actually be a magician, Paul the Frog. That's why I'm the prince of the frogs, because I'm really clever. But what's that got to do with the candle? Well, it stopped you thinking about everything else, didn't it? It gave you time to think about your favourite things. Okay, that's great. Now, I've got to get home before the family what I live with come back, or I'll be in big trouble. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're brilliant. Yes, thank you. How do I get home? How did you get here? I flew on a balloon. Oh, okay. Where's the balloon? Oh, it's over here. So I've got to get the balloon now. It's over here. Okay. I'll go get the balloon. So, Frank the dog held onto the balloon. And he said, and waved his paw and said bye-bye to Paul the Frog. And we'll leave Paul the Frog. And he floated back over the rainbow, and back into the land where his house normally is, back into our world. There we are. But what happened to the keys? I don't know if you noticed, but the keys fell off his ears ages ago. What are we going to do? How is Frank going to get back into the house? Where's your keys, Frank? Oh no, where's my keys? Oh no, hold on. Where's my keys? Hold on. Okay, right. We need to get in the last thing in the bag. Let's see if there's one more thing in the bag. Yes, there is. And the last thing in the bag, Frank pulled out a torch and he looked around and around and around on the floor, and he realised that the keys must have dropped when he was floating on the balloon. He looked over here and he looked over here, and there they are, brilliant. Okay, and he went down, picked the keys up, put the key back in the door lock, opened the door, and snuggled down to sleep after the end of a very busy, very sneezy day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was not a story that I thought I was going to be telling today, but I had great fun. Bye-bye.